last day of my Tokyo videos. In this one, we're going solo, but we're going to be taking a lot of time in Shibuya, and then at the end of this video, flying out. I came in here to calm down from the rain a little, but if you're really into gachapon, I would recommend coming to this store. It's called Cipla, and it's right off of Shibuya Crossing, and I'm really disappointed for not getting anything. After that, I was off to the Shibuya Disney store. I didn't get a lot of time here when we went the other day, but I wanted to come back and see everything that was different in Japanese ones versus my all-gone US Disney stores. And just around the corner is one of my favorite stores, or at least after going on this trip, is LOFT. It's so interesting. They have like everything, but in the most organized, satisfying way, but also still chaotic, so it's still entertaining. I don't know how to explain it, but it's great. Basically attached to LOFT, if you've never heard of it, is MUJI. It's a Japanese stationery brand and it's super popular and famous, but they also had a cafe here, so I took a little lunch break after looking at all of the different things. In case you were curious, my lunch break was curry, some Japanese potatoes, and then a yuzu lemonade tea situation. It was great after how cold and rainy it was. Then it was off to the PARCO shopping mall again. There's quite a bit that happens here. There's a lot of popular, like mainly clothing brands, but there's a big video game area, which is where the Nintendo store is. I came specifically for the Nintendo store again after getting so stressed out the other day because it was so busy. And let me tell you, it's so much better when you get the whole place to not to yourself, but a lot less crowded so you can appreciate all of the small details in it. I loved all the little statues, especially because I like a lot of the brands, especially Splatoon is one close to my heart. I remember as a kid really wanting this pen and highlighter set, but if you can't tell, I'm kind of down with the funky stationery. They also had like every amiibo known to man. Specifically, I wanted to get Marina because I already had Pearl, and then look at the champion set. I didn't have the money, but if I did. For all of my army out there, if this next spot looks a little bit familiar, it was from GCF in Tokyo when Jungkook and Jimin went. This looked familiar to me when we walked past the other day, so I wanted to stop in today, and it was one of the best things I did my entire trip because there was a small surprise on the inside. This surprise was none other than the NewJeans Bunini Cafe. I had no clue it was here, but when I saw it, I was like, there's no way I can't not go in. The lady at the front was telling me that it was in between reservation times, but she wanted to make sure I got in, so we used Google Translate to figure it out together, and I got the entire Bunini Cafe to myself. The drinks came with little surprise coasters. I would have been happy with whoever I got, but you know. I got this because I got a butterfly pea flower lemon peach soda while I was there, and then I also got a Danielle ice cream. It was just vanilla flavored, but I had to get it because Donnie's my bias. Off to another stop that I've not seen a lot posted about online, but was the Galaxy Harajuku store. It is so cool. If you ever get the chance to go, you should go, even if you're not a Galaxy user. There was a little create your own phone case lab that I really adored, and then Galaxy Harajuku has this cafe, which was how I found about it from a post on Lemonade while I was planning for this trip. Inside of Galaxy Harajuku, they also have a sponsorship deal with Team Lab, so you get to use the phones, specifically the Samsung ones, and you get to interact and try to catch dinosaurs. If you don't feel like paying or working on the reservation to go to Team Lab, this is definitely a good way to get the feel for it and have a fun interactive projection moment. Excited for. You can't tell me it didn't used to be a BTS room. It was still a BTS room. I don't know why I was tripping. If you can't tell, a lot of this video is redoing places, but it's because when I went in this previous video, it was a weekend, so it was very crowded everywhere. I wanted a chance to get to redo that and experience more than just feeling like I was a sardine in a store. Later that night when I was in Shibuya, I came out of the train station and there was a lot of I think protesters out. I don't know what happened and I can't find any news coverage from it, but this is my footage from it and it was absolutely terrifying because I couldn't understand what was happening. The little bit of Japanese I know told me that it was something about worker wages, so understandable. But the rest of the night after getting out of that area was so cool to see. A lot of this day was me finding unexpected things and getting to redo things and make my trip with Tokyo better. And one of these was Miyashita Park. I'd seen it before, but I completely forgot about going to it. And so when I stumbled upon it, I was so thrilled. And it was so pretty to be up on top of the park, on top of the mall. Got to warm up with some hot tea and chill a little bit after whatever the protest was going on about. I needed the tea. And off to another place that wasn't something I specifically was looking to do, but I'd heard of it, was Tower Records. And it was another one of those that I wasn't expecting to do, but it was one of my favorite parts of the day. Tower Records was so interesting to me, and I loved all the different music genres and all the different floors. I got to see Fujikaze in a form, it counts. And then we left Tokyo today, but a quick look at the hotel I stayed at the last night was our Hotels Shibuya. Okay, I'm ready to go to the airport, so mini hotel room tour, because I keep forgetting to. So you walk in, you have a nice little like shelf moment. FYI, I hit my head on this yesterday and it hurt. But yeah, it's actually pretty good for storing stuff. And then to this side, restroom, more shelves, a little washer and dryer, some laundry, well, it's just a washer. There's no dryer setting. You have to dry it like that. Or they mentioned like a laundromat being down the way. Washer, laundry detergent, a little like cooking thing, amenities, a fridge. How'd I like not pick up on that? Microwave, a tea kettle, water boiler thing. That is a hair dryer. Shower. And then the actual like bed and everything, extra blanket, plenty of charger spots. There's one back in there too, a mirror, and the sink and more shelves. Yeah, it's pretty cute actually. And then this room is by Takuno Ya Takuno, whichever. And then this is like the little design. It's cute. Probably one of my biggest mistakes was going to Shinjuku Station to go on the Narita Express, but it was cool to see Shinjuku, and specifically one of the 3D billboards. I know it's not the official one, but it was still pretty cool. One last stop before getting on the train and going to the airport was another Starbucks. It was specifically because I had requests for people to get beans from Japan, so I just conveniently got distracted and got breakfast and a drink too. Once I got to Narita Airport, I was on a mission to find Japanese Kit Kats for Sydney, but specifically I wanted the Miyajima ones, which posed a bigger threat than I thought it would be to try and find it last minute. But this was what my hunt prevailed through 3 different stores in the airport. And then we're off last sights of Japan. The fortunate part about flying in April is nobody's going anywhere in the US in April, so I got a poor man's first class.